Take a yomp at it. Oh my goodness, they doing shorty crazy. Had her standing like damn. Confused as hell as to why 3 people just collectively decided to attack her.
Hey, somebody gotta be first. So whoop-de-doo. I hate it had to be you. Whoop-de-doo. Got a new one. We got another one from my boy Codename Super. How Yuta and his youthful homegirl ran JJK. Y'all know Yuta is my second favorite character in the JJK universe, right next to Big Toji. You feel me? And I ain't watched Codename Super in a minute, so this should be interesting. And I make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, and the hype button. Let me know if y'all want me to react to more Codename Super. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. It's a legend right there. Big Yuta.
Let me start off by saying I really don't know where the Yuta fraud allegations came from. So I personally had to go out my way to look for it.
Niggas calling Yuta a fraud?
And they were talking crazy. Talking about how he needs to get carried by Rika. He a bush camper because he just goes around sneaking. Even in this
sound like he's smart to me. Yeah, sometimes you gotta sneak a motherfucker.
You're a victim.
You feel me? Like, I don't see what's wrong with that.
Newest episode, they calling bro super bum. Like, damn. And my first thought was, why are we slandering Yuta when Geto right there?
There you go.
This man's whole ability is curse manipulation. He literally just spawns in any type of curse he took control of to come help him fight. And he still gets smacked by Toji and basically
the big dog.
year 1 Yuta. Finished off by his best friend. And after that, son got lobotomized by Kenjaku. Brody said, pass the controller, lame ass bitch. And to make it worse, he was better than Geto himself at using his
pass the controller is hilarious.
abilities. Imagine someone hopping on your build and using it better than you ever could. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. We wasting resources calling the wrong people frauds. And let's be real, taking credibility away from him for winning with Rika ain't fair.
I think people just overusing the fraud word. They calling everybody on a fraud or everybody's on fraud watch.
Lord Jesus.
Come on, man. Yuta, you gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop the Yuta slander. I'm not here for it.
Bro, this is JJK, home of the most unethical fights we will ever see.
Come on,
there isn't even any shame in jump or any shame in spamming cheese moves and abilities. And on to the sneaking point they had for him. This has me crying because y'all was glazing Toji for being able to catch Toji lacking.
Snuck
off no sleep. I don't even forget. Him using a Shikigami that he basically created should be the least of anyone's worries, bro.
Come on now.
This world is straight Shea hoops. Nothing ethical around here.
They
need to learn to move honorable like Jalen Brunson. But anyways, let's start from the top. JJK 0. Where this man with just a year and some change manages to beat Geto and stop his 10-year plan in basically 5 minutes. Yuta's gonna start off by summoning Rika, holding this tough duo stance, so you know this going on the IG later. And Geto's gonna come out throwing level 5 mobs, playing with that boy Yuta like he not one of them. He makes quick work of them as he Mario jumps off his head with his Converses and runs up the hordes of mobs for more airtime. First person view, letting us watch as he cuts them up one by one. And he starts free falling, hitting the toughest switch animation, putting his arms out to the side like
come on, man. How do you hate that? How is this man on fraud watch? Come on. The fit clean, the pose clean.
D-Way lobbing up to Braun, allowing Rika to come in and eviscerate the rest, saving his fellow comrades.
Come on.
Yuta's gonna heal his teammates up and go back down to standing on the utility pole. Nah, who did it better? Geto then sends in Worms and his other mobs to fly.
Who y'all think did it better, Itachi or Yuta? I mean, Itachi, he the first.
Lord Jesus.
But who did it better? I'm gonna say Yuta, nigga. I don't give a fuck with y'all niggas. He's glazing or not, I don't care what y'all niggas talking about, nigga. Yuta did it better, nigga. Itachi might have been first.
Right towards him. And Rika, being the useful homegirl she is gonna give Yuta a megaphone to use curse speech, allowing him to tell the curses to fuck off, eviscerating all the mobs instantly. So at this point, Geto's knowing he's gonna have to Thanos it, talking about some fine.
I'll do it myself.
Taking out Toji's playful cloud weapon, and Yuta decides to W key, rushing Geto, closing the distance, flashing and flipping over. And Rika comes in to down smash, but Geto dodges. Then he comes in with 2 slash attacks and gets blocked. Geto attacks, but Rika comes in blocking like she a Susanoo arm and pushes him off. Yuta's gonna jump at him, and bro, why is he lunging with his back turned? Geto blocks this attack and another slash, and Yuta's gonna do a front vault just to get blocked again. And I'm not gonna lie, ain't shit hitting but this animation, cause Rika swoops in to float him up, and Geto was still able to evade. Damn. So right now, Rika's just like, bet, let me get in on this. Lunges at him, tries to palm him, he ducks, jumps over the slash, and Rika's just like, man, sit your ass down. Smacking him to the floor, causing him to dribble, with Yuta being in the air like he Trunks for the finisher, but he was able to dip out again. and as he lands, Rika is ready to strike, throwing a punch, but he jumps and runs on her arm like this a Sonic boss fight. He jumps off her to attack Yuta, but he blocks and they clash again. And he's just like, get your weight up, as he pushes him 5 steps back and pushes off, getting him right where he wants him, in between him and Rika.
Double team.
But he jumps out, evading both. Then he flies through the sky and comes back down for a down air. Yuta blocks and he jumps to his left. And he starts hitting him with this helicopter propeller move. So Yuta just moves back, clashes, causing his sword to get stuck, and Geto throws him to the wall. And Yuta weaves, clashes again, and avoids another Rika sneak while blocking Yuta. And damn, I want to hate, but Geto is moving right now. Rika and Yuta are going to simultaneously attack him, and he's able to block both at once. Then he proceeds to trap Yuta in tentacles, but Yuta not rocking with that weird shit, so he slashes out of it.
Yeah, we ain't playing them games, nigga. Get that freak ass shit on somewhere, boy.
Gets Matt clean in the face by the weapon, causing him to roll right on his back, and it really would have been wraps.
God, he
but Rika swoops in last second to save him and get him out the way. And honestly, if it's here where people will be like, see, he needs help, he would have died right there.
Ain't that his cursed spirit? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I'm just gonna say this. No one is barring Geto from spawning in help. And he probably would if it would be useful, but he probably knows there's nothing he could bring out that's competing with Rika, cause he had no shame doing it against Toji. Anyways, Yuta rushes in, and Geto tries to whack his face, but Yuta blitzes the attack and teleports behind him, catching him off guard. He goes for a slash, and Geto is still somehow able to react in time, breaking his sword into pieces. But he fucked up though. He started talking shit way too early. Look at him, just over there yapping. Shut your dumb ass up.
Yeah, see, that's why you gotta shut the fuck up. Cause yeah, you fucked up my sword. My sword is useless.
You're a victim.
But these hands not, you fuck nigga. These hands not, boy.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
At it closely though, he did try to block it with the curse, but it wasn't enough. Cause the punch still goes through, and he's turning bro 180.
I need to see Big Yuta in the comments, man. Come on, man.
Him dribbling off the ground. And he's standing there with white eyes out of
rage.
Come on,
man.
He think he Broly. He rolls on the floor and looks up like this first year and some change student, really not about to foil his decade-long plan. He think he nonchalant. He think he Gojo. Yuta tells him to get his bitch ass up, and of course he listens like a good bitch. And they each line up to do their final attacks, with him spawning in a special grade curse of his own. And with Yuta doing questionable things to motivate Rika for their final attack, she charges up, and Geto says this dumbass one-liner.
Fine, you fight for love, I'll fight to win.
Just for Brody to get absolutely smoked. No beam struggle or nothing. Son just gets fried. Left that bitch with the future.
Yeah, he could have gave us a little something. No beam struggle, that means you didn't even stand a chance.
You're a victim.
When it got serious for real, you didn't even stand a chance.
Lord Jesus.
I'm crying. There's no way he felt like he was gonna win that. He can't sense the power of the attack or something. I thought they could sense curse energy like how Z characters can sense someone's ki and power. Look at the aftermath, bro.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Ain't no way he stood in the face of that. But yeah, he loses. So now it's time to move on to the next encounter. Him versus Yuji. First off, why did he pull up like this? Bro's standing, arched up.
Alright, we gotta stop. Come on, bro. Chill out.
The zestiest stance I've seen since Raccoon. But this whole encounter was really nothing but a big ass no diff. He's just running him out of town, trying to get him isolated so he could achieve his goal in faking Yuji's death. After chasing him around for a bit, he picks the most deserted spot to lead him towards. A movie theater showing Madam Web. And Yuta's just over there throwing the most nonchalant sword swings.
Hey man, stop that. Was Madam Web that bad? Look, me personally, I've never seen it, right? But I've heard it was terrible.
Lord Jesus.
I've heard 2 movies for sure. I've heard Madam Web was terrible, and I heard Morbius was terrible. I haven't seen them myself, and how bad people talk about them, I don't want to see them.
Ever seen. They end up breaking out, and Yuta continues throwing out suppressed attacks, and still, each one had Itadori sweating bullets. He manages to graze him, and Itadori dips out of there, sliding on cards and jumping through a deep rainbow, equipping this pocket knife. And he puts his spare energy into this weak-ass knife and proceeds to clash with him. But it's simply just a mismatch, as Yuta leans in to knee him, causing him to fall back, and he comes forward swinging. His knife's gonna break while he gets cut up, but he's able to step and break Yuji's sword, causing him to back off. So now he believes that Yuta is free eats without his sword, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Cause as Yuji's running in, Yuta's useful homegirl's gonna come in and hits him with her OP grab animation, stopping him in his tracks. Them saxophones were getting loud as Yuta walks up to stab him, unofficially offing him, but hey, that counts as a win. And another win that we are giving him is when he smacked the shit out of Chozo. This really, if he wanted to, he would have type of situation.
Come on, that's another dub. Like, what are we talking about? Y'all can't discount nothing. I don't care if he was tired. I don't care. Hey, you gotta keep your guard up, nigga.
So now let's finally get
fuck out of here.
Sendai Colony. So it's here where we witness nothing but greatness. They really dropped Yuta in his own section like Prime Daquan in Tilted Towers and said, yeah bro, go clear it out. And all for rip, he murks his special grade one-shotting Groove, who back in the trash wilt era of JJK, where they're facing straight plumbers, this man conquered the whole archipelago with his paper cut abilities. And still, he just gets fried in a millisecond to Yuta. He stood
too
no
easy.
chance. And the real action
another body. Count them up. I hope y'all count.
Is gonna begin here, cause Yuta's gonna attempt at being heroic, charging in and giving bro the cleanest dap up we've seen since Bakugo and Midoriya. But unfortunately, that was his last, as he gets disintegrated by the roaches. And the rest of them come after the other civilians that Yuta wasn't able to get to. So he calls upon his useful homegirl Rika to protect the civilians. And she does it, successfully using the master hand technique to squash the horde. Then after, he's met by Berlizzi waiting under the water bridge. And he immediately tries to attack, but gets done in quickly as he deflects the first attack, cuts the arm with the sword, and skews his arm with this katana, pinning it to the wall, and gets sent flying back. He tries finishing him right then and there. On his Piccolo and Trunk shit, they not there to mess around, but he's able to deflect them off and turns into a raid boss. Then he's gonna get rushed, and the animation is just way too clean. He's doing acrobatic vaults, running on walls, and in one slash, he's gonna deflect all the roaches.
How is this nigga not cold? Come on. Too cold, bruh. This nigga flipping on buildings and shit, evading attacks. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Hiroshi thought he could sneak in a fast one, trying for a surprise attack to which Yuta blocks. He's gonna put up two fingers like he really using a jutsu. He think he's Sasuke in this bitch. He ends up sending this grandiose ass attack just for Yuta to deflect it easily. Yuta lands and the roaches are gonna create a tornado around him. So he has to
get that raid. That boy Yuta got that raid, nigga. Fuck out of here with all them roaches, boy. My boy got that raid.
Pay homage to his favorite IG photo angle, stabbing the sword in the ground and dispelling them away. And this is how you know he really for the theatrics, cause he's gonna sheath this sword just to use it not even 3 seconds after. Bro unequipped it for nothing. As he cuts the bugs, he gets hit with mysterious liquids, causing him to fight with his eyes closed. He proceeds to block an attack with his back turned and blocks 2 more attacks. So naturally I'm thinking, oh, he about to go crazy. They're even doing the slow walking standoff and then attack each other, with Yuta holding this confident ass stance. So I'm thinking, oh, GG's, he got him. But he starts bleeding and falling to the ground. And they show us what really happened. Dude got caterpillars coming out his shoulder. He got violently cut in the stomach. So I'm wondering, why is he trying his hardest to hold this pose? Like he didn't know he just got shitted on. We see the wound, bro. He's gonna get grabbed up by Kuroroshi. And Yuta,
you gotta keep the aura though. Like, I know y'all see the wound and shit, but you gotta keep the aura like you did win.
You're a victim.
You gotta keep your aura points up. He didn't lose no aura points, mind you.
This gives bro a whole smooch.
Oh, okay, well maybe
eviscerate and not even one.
It's a dub. I mean, it's a dub though. Would I kiss a roach? No, maybe no.
Would I kiss a roach? No, maybe no.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No, maybe. No, I wouldn't kiss a roach, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Security appears and he just gets blasted away.
Damn.
Gets sent into the building. And she tries punching him, but he weaves and tries punching back, making him hit the involuntary gum pistol. Then she hits him with the stage change again, sending him into this nice-ass art exhibit, and they couldn't help but take in the scenery. But then he really takes a look at her after looking around, and he says,
"This look pretty good, man. Where your clothes at?"
And she goes to choke him for asking the right questions. They fly out the window, and he tries making her unhand him. But she has him doing involuntary Mr. Fantastic stretches. So now he's just sitting there getting choked out. And while that's happening, they're gonna get third party by Ryu as a beam gets shot across the map. Shit may look like a Kamehameha, but it carries Final Flash tendencies as it doesn't.
Hey man, chill out with that. See, it's always that disrespect. It don't care. The Final Flash tendencies don't finish the job.
You're a victim.
For the most part, you feel me?
Finish the job. Yuta's gonna hit the dash, and Ryu's going to fire multiple beams, making this look like a video game Sonic trailer.
Look at him
Look at this shot right here. You're not telling me this not one-to-one. Multiple blasts are gonna blow up the bridge, and when smoke clears, we see nothing there, with the camera panning to Ryu, completely lost. But he's gonna surprise him by sneaking behind and throwing a punch, but he's still able to react, blocking the right as well. and then takes a step back, and we see the punch left his hand steaming. He's going to go in for a punch, to which Yuta blocks, and he does a flurry of even more attacks. But Yuta's defense was too good. He blocks all of them until they get to a point where they're just standing back to back. And I don't know what to call this move other than a literal back shot. Got him in the air, and the G-forces hitting his face crazy, sending him flying away.
Big back
he
ass
on the
nigga.
building,
Come on, Yuta. Oh,
and he gets punched straight down. And Ryu must have watched Iron Man 2 before this, because he uses his special attack, spinning around and cutting the building as a whole, causing it to crumble. And Yuta manages to escape the building, and he's chilling on the electrical lines. And he comes in with the Superman punch. But Ryu's able to block it, and he tries to spam light attacks. But Ryu blocks him and punches him square in the face. And as he falls back, he clenches his fist like, nah, where you going? And Yuta locks back in, jumps over, grabs his neck, and he got him in a full chokehold. And this is where Ryu's IQ kicks in. Instead of struggling trying to pry his arm off, he's gonna use the beam to hit Yuta into the wall, crash through it, and Yuta's gonna switch hand positions and hit him with a suplex. Then he tosses his ass out the apartment, and just like a Caribbean parent, he uses the first object in his sights to go beat this man. Grabbing a clothing rail, flies in, imbuing it with purple aura, looking like Gambit. And he tries unleashing a full Donatello moveset on him, but it doesn't work. As he jumps up, fires at him, and it hits his hand, giving him
shot him with a spirit gun,
the reverse Michael Jackson. He fires another beam, but Yuta blocks it for a bit and gets sent back into the dome. And just like Sukuna and Shibuya, he's gonna do a horizontal backflip up the wall. He gets some space of his own, says, "Get this stupid black shit off of me!" Healing himself, and Mans is gonna punch this whole wall just to make sure he gets no rest. And as he's falling down, he's gonna hit him with a down air, sending him crashing to the floor. And Sun just starts aggressively moonwalking into the tunnel with the goal of giving Yuta less room to work with. But Yuta isn't a bitch, so he runs in no fear. Season 1 Midoriya still can't relate and starts blocking the beam. And Ryu's like, okay, let's see how you fare against this. Sends an even more powerful beam that splits the pole and is targeted to the middle of his head. But still, even at the last second, he's able to dodge. And with this new information of knowing that his weak ass pole not gonna block the beams, he proceeds to run around the edges corkscrew style, and as he gets close, Ryu says, nah, fuck that, I'm ulting. Fires a beam, covering the whole tunnel, unraveling his hair. And here we go with this cartoon Tom and Jerry ass shit, cause he's just gonna take a whole train and hits him with it. He jumps over, leading to Yuta kicking him right up in the air. And he's gonna keep up the pressure, chasing him down. He continues to fix his hair to shoot a beam, but Yuta meets it with a fist, causing him to get blasted out the building. And as if that wasn't enough, he's gonna get wombo combo by Uro, as she was camping right outside to hit him with a down air right to the ground. Ryu is tight that Shorty decides to pull up in third party like he didn't do the same shit 2 minutes ago, and he fires. She counters it with sky manipulation to bend the beam and sends it right back to him, same day shipping. And now Yuta is understanding that the situation is getting critical, so he puts on the ring, which spawns in his useful ass homegirl, Rika, allowing her to fight right beside him and supply him with cursed energy. But the catch is, the connection lasts 5 minutes, so we gotta wrap this up quickly. The boxing starts off with Rika flying in, and right before Uro decides to move out the way, Yuta's gonna take Toge's move and say this:
"Don't run too far, I don't feel like running very fast today."
What the fuck?
Causing her to stop in her tracks, and we get this Persona all-out attack cutscene. Like, she's getting absolutely jumped. And we're over there mad he's not getting in on the action. So he fires an attack right at him. Each party moves out the way, and Rika's gonna launch Yuta like how Boruto does to his clones, right at Ryu. And he's gonna Superman punch him right into the streets. And look at Rika being a useful homegirl, holding him up. The teamwork's a beautiful sight to see. Uro's gonna proceed to come in and billow reality, causing every owner of car insurance companies to have a random heart attack, as over 200 cars get flung up in the skies.
Oh, they car insurance high. How much you think they car insurance a month? Gotta be eight to a band.
Simultaneously,
living in this world.
And in the midst of the concrete tsunami, they said, anytime, any place, any condition, it don't matter. We box. Said this stage hazard doesn't mean shit to him. As he slides down Fire and Blast, Yuta comes running in, blocking with his Genos arm. They collide, and Yuta's gonna hit a one-arm twisting kick, but he blocks and tries for a kick of his own. And oh my goodness, look at this view. We got the fight over here, the moving terrain in the back. It's beautiful. I can't believe this man Shota really leaving Mappa after this episode. He really said, yeah, let me drop 60 on my way out. I know the day he left, they were holding onto his leg, begging him to stay. And it only gets better from here, because Ryu's gonna grab Yuta's arm and tries hitting him point blank, but he weaves, and Euro's gonna hula hoop the attack around and launch it right back. He then turns to her rushing, And here comes Yuta's useful homegirl Rika again, delaying her attack so Yuta could get in close and have her in a critical position. But also in that time, Uro used sky manipulation to bend reality and stave off Rika's punch, and it acted as a defensive barrier, allowing her to 1v1 Yuta. Then she warps reality to make Rika hit Yuta square in the chest, causing her to go into a Broly rage, throwing repeated down airs until she said, you know what, come here, grabs her and slams her on her back and throws her away. But she curves reality, making her momentum go the other way, and the camera cuts right before impact. And now
I ain't gonna lie, bending reality kind of tough. Kind of like it kind of reminds me a little bit of Luffy's Fifth Gear, where he kind of bend reality and shit.
Get back to Yuta throwing hands. Ryu's gonna come up slowly, holding a finger up in the air like he Michael Jackson, with the beam spinning around him.
I think he Elvis.
This dude is so JoJo coded, it's crazy. He runs right to him with the ring, but Yuta blocks it with his Geno's arm, gets pushed back, and Ryu's gonna run in again. But this time, Yuta's gonna time his entrance, putting him in the ring, and he squares up with Ryu. Yuta blocks a left hook, then a right, then ducks the left into a spinning kick, and Ryu blocks it. Meanwhile, up above, Uro uses sky manipulation to make Rika punch herself, and the cameraman brings us back down to a weaving Yuta. He ducks a left, veers off a right, then dodges a left hook, displaying defensive greatness right now, as they give us a better angle for us to see him weave a right hook, duck under, and weave the left. He tries attacking himself, but Ryu blocks, weaves the right, and weaves the wheel kick, making the total amount of hits in this ring to amount to 0. So Uro has to—
It's good defense though, I love it. I love to see it.
And with the third party dragging Rika down with sky manipulation, breaking up the fight, and then she uses thin icebreaker to flatten her opponents beneath them. But Rika is able to protect Yuji through all of it, and after, she throws Yuji up for the get back.
Get back, nigga! Get back!
He flies right to her, ripping pieces out his hair, and sends in these weak-ass Kid Icarus NPC mobs right at her. And this is where another show of Yuta's great IQ comes into play. He threatens to shout Netspin lyrics, causing her to cover her ears.
Not Netspin.
And he runs up while her guard is completely down. And he uses Drew's ability in using the mobs orbiting around her, allowing for guaranteed slash attacks. And Yuta still comes in for a punch, but she was able to block the attack with sky manipulation. And while Yuta is fighting her, the camera's gonna pan right back to Rika fighting Ryu, just in the building going at it. They end up breaking out the building, and Ryu blasts Rika out the way, causing a three-way standoff. So now I'm leaned forward in my chair, cause they do a three-way domain expansion. And look at Yuta. Why is he holding his face like that? He looking like Uzi, who always sad about something. Meanwhile, Ryu and Uro are hyped.
He's sad he gotta do this shit. Like, it's such a sad thing. I gotta waste my time with these losers.
You're a victim.
This shit to run some hands. We got so many people in this anime that are spiritually like Goku. They just love to box. I still can't forget Sukuna's face when he was fighting Maharaga, just happy as hell. The ball consolidates, and I really thought we were in for cinema. But out of nowhere comes in Kuroroshi. Comes in to shatter the domain, causing all four of them to free fall. And just look at him while he's free falling. He got his arms folded like he really about to do something. They land, and Yuta wasted no time, instantly sneaking Uro, while the Roach lunges in and cuts Uro at the arm. And Rika comes in to take a yomp at it. Oh my goodness, they doing Shorty crazy. Had her standing like damn, confused as hell as to why 3 people just collectively decided to attack her.
Hey, somebody gotta be first. So whoop-de-doo, I hate it had to be you. Whoop-de-doo. Somebody had to be first.
And to put the cherry on top, Ryu's gonna fire a beam and it decimates her,
taking
her out the fight. And Kuroroshi's exit was not as extravagant as his entrance, because Yuta just sneaks behind and one-shots him out the fight.
Dirty Roach,
and now it's
just
Yuta and Ryu standing off against each other. Ryu's gonna point a finger gun at him like he charging up a spirit gun, and Yuta's gonna hit his own stance to charge up his cursed energy. After a few exchanges of words, and Ryu's fat ass talking about some dessert, they fire beams at each other, and the beam struggle is looking majestic, giving me flashbacks to hashtag that anime. With the
one of the greatest animes of all time, like one of the most impactful animes of all time.
You're a victim.
Come on now.
Purple and blue going at it, and of course, Vegeta still manages to spiritually lose.
Come on, man. Vegeta never lost. I don't know what's up with the hate. Like, what's up with the hate? Vegeta never lost. Like, he never lost.
The purple beam getting overpowered, and the impact causes the smoke to fill the area. And we see another beam getting charged right back up.
Come on now.
Smoke. It fires, and we see Yuta simultaneously run out to the side, and it's revealed.
Oh, this nigga's IQ is so fucking immaculate.
That it was Rika who fired the beam. But the attack is not as strong, so he's able to block it with one hand, and turn to the running Yuta and fire at him. Yuta's gonna run forward, and he has one last trick up his sleeve. Sky manipulation. And if you're wondering how he has her powers now, it was because of Rika devouring the cut arm off of girl. She's done it again. Found another way to help, another way to be of use.
Yeah. She. You gotta keep her, bro. She could keep her.
Someone told Yamcha to take notes. He's gonna redirect the attack upwards, leaving that boy Ryu in shock. And then Yuta hits him with the thin icebreaker, pushing him back. And Rika's gonna come in with a down. But hold on though.
Oh my god, his brain is broken. His brain is broken. There's no CTE here.
You're a victim.
She literally flattened his brain.
Lord Jesus.
If you peep the motion that Yuta did, it wasn't for no reason. And it wasn't Yuta on his real steel timing either. But we'll get more into that later. After the down smash though, Yuta charges up a thin icebreaker, but the timer runs out, meaning the move is cancelled out and Rika has to fade away, rendering her power null. Ryu, who is somehow still conscious after taking a heavy attack to the dome, is gonna knock Rika and Yuta right off him. And Rika completely fades away. So now Yuta's left with the true one-on-one. He was able to block, but the punch left his hand glitching, making Ryu think he's free eats. But he's not done yet, as he ducks and kicks him right in the chin.
It don't even look like he conscious for real.
To return with a shot to his liver. And just like Piccolo and Android 17 in that legendary fight, they're gonna stand there going hit for hit, doing the iconic punch trade that we see in Creed and Goku vs Vegeta. Then he tries for a left, Yuta weaves, grabbing him and hitting him with this emote, and from the sky comes a giant blue beam. Had me thinking Gogeta came into third party, but it wasn't. It was related to that arm motion earlier, because before the timer ran out, he curves the beam downwards. So the whole time they were boxing, Yuta was making
IQ is neck. Come on, bruh. Whole time he was boxing, the beam was on its way back, like a boomerang. Come on,
making sure to keep him towards the edge, so he could hit him with the grab and fade him in the attack. And yeah, after all that, Ryu's gonna zestily say I'm full and fall to the ground. And that's how Yuta won. And yeah, that's the end of this video.
I don't see the fraud. I don't see the fraud in that. Like, shout out to Codename Super. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.